Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Steve.
I'm Mark.
And this is Smokey Steve and Mark.
Yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Definitely. How are ya?
How's the weather where you are?
Yeah.
Huh? Awful and cold? You too?
Yeah, it's like almost the whole country's affected in some way or another.
They were saying it's rare that there's a weather event that hits all 50 states.
Oh, I know.
Or at least the lower 48, anyway.
We're getting it.
We are. Tonight, it's about 50 out. It's going to be like that in the morning, and then they're calling for a flash freeze. All I can picture is the day after tomorrow, where the cold air comes in from the stratosphere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And all this slushy wet stuff will just freeze. So then we have freezing rain.
Yeah. This weather. And it's like, ugh.
But in the name of Christmas miracles, you're off.
I am. Well, I worked today.
Day.
I got into work at 9:30. The snow started, and it snowed all day long. I mean, we were actually kind of worried. I left before noon to do some errands for work. I had to go to the UPS store, things like that. Oh my gosh, the roads were terrible. It was really bad. And it kept snowing. And so we're thinking, gosh, should we close early? What do we do? It's getting bad. And then at like 4 o'clock, the temperature rose really quick.
Yeah.
All
of a sudden it was snowing.
Yeah.
And then it was sleeting for about a minute. And then all of a sudden it was raining on top of everything.
Like rain, like a rain snow mix. And that's what it is now. And everything's kind of like wet,
slushy
but
and
yet
gross.
snow. And it's just so weird. And then, then this cold that's coming. The advisory we got is like wind chills of negative 20.
Yeah, and like we get that kind of cold weather here, but not a lot. A few times a winter it dips into single digits, even at night.
And it's usually in like January, February.
Yeah, it's not this early. It's barely. It's just the solstice just happened.
I know.
So,
but what are you gonna do?
What do you do?
'Tis the season, right? But you know what? I have something that really would take care of this.
What is that?
Because we're a little bit chilly.
Well, you see this all day.
I know.
I'm sleeping in like a 3-piece suit.
Yeah, I know. Well, I thought maybe I could go into the kitchen and whip up something to warm us up.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I could film you doing it.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Cool. So what are we making?
We're going to make a really great soup, just perfect for a cold night. Are you ready? Let's go.
All right.
Oh, hey guys, we have another great recipe for you, and yep, it's a soup recipe, and it's a holiday soup recipe. Today we're gonna make some holiday chicken and gnocchi soup, y'all. It's so good. So let's get started. What do we need? So in my soup pot here, I have our classic mirepoix. That would be about a cup each of chopped up celery, carrots, and onion. And they're sauteing in 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of oil. And we're gonna let those saute down for about 5 minutes, okay? Now in addition to that, we also need, well, gnocchi. And this is a 14-ounce bag of frozen gnocchi. You can also use fresh if you're ambitious enough to make them yourself, okay? We'll have to adjust the cooking time later and I'll tell you all about that. Then we need 1/4 cup of flour. We need 5 cups of some good chicken broth. Here I have about a cup of diced tomatoes, and that would be fresh Roma tomatoes. Here we have 1 cup of chopped up spinach. I'm using frozen. It could be fresh or frozen. And this is 3 cups of half and half. Our seasonings. Oh yes, we have 1 tablespoon of minced garlic, and in here I have a 1/2 teaspoon each of salt, black pepper, dried thyme, dried rosemary, and 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. All right, say you can't have chicken and gnocchi soup without chicken, right? So we're gonna start off with our chicken already all cooked up. Now this is 3 pretty large boneless, skinless breasts of chicken, which I just cooked down and then I cut up. Now you can dice it, or you can do what I do. I do like to cut them kind of on the bias like this, because what will happen is when we add it to our soup, and we start, stirring and cooking, it'll kind of shred up a little bit and like mix in with the soup. Now, if you're a more chunky kind of person, just go ahead and dice it up. It'll be totally fine. All right, it looks like we are ready to go. Yes, we are. So after our mirepoix has sauteed down for about 5 minutes and our vegetables are nice and soft and fragrant, we're going to add our seasonings. That would be our garlic and all of our other seasonings. The salt, pepper, thyme, parsley, rosemary. And we're just going to give that a little stir there. All right. And you don't want to let this cook too long. We're just going to let that saute maybe for a minute or so. And that is just perfect. All right. Now, to this, we're going to add our flour all at once, just like that. And now, we're going to just stir this, okay, until all of that flour has been absorbed up by our vegetables and the butter and the oil. And you don't see any flour left, and it kind of just like cooks it a little bit, and that will take some of that, floury taste out of it, and that would be just about a minute or so. All right, just like that. All right, so next, you need a whisk, all right? So now we're going to add our chicken broth, and we're going to add it in a steady stream like this while we use our whisk, and we're just going to keep whisking just like this. All right. Okay. Just perfect. Okay. So now we're going to add our gnocchi. Oh, yes. You just add that all at once like that. Okay. And then we're going to just give that a little stir. And then we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes, okay? It'll come back up to a simmer. If it starts to boil, turn that heat down, because at the most we want is just a simmer, okay? All right. Ooh, we are ready. All our gnocchi has lifted to the top, and it was actually 9 minutes, not 10 minutes. Oh, that's a big deal, but All right, so now, oh, it's starting to smell so good already. Oh, I know, I always say that. Oh, my goodness. All right, so the next step, oh, yeah, we're going to add our half and half, our spinach. We're going to add our diced tomatoes, and we're going to add all of them except, we'll say, about a 1/4 cup or so, because we're going to use this for a garnish later. And can't forget our chicken. Add that all in. Okay, now we're going to give this a stir. Okay, until it's all nice and mixed up. And as soon as this comes back up to a boil, we're done, y'all. Oh, it is so ready, you all. So excited, you just don't know. This, gosh, you really could call this a chowder for real. It's so hearty and so delicious, just perfect on a winter night. Oh, it's so good. And need I say, with all the holidays coming up, Christmas, New Year's, this would be an excellent soup to serve. So, let's ladle her up. Oh, goodness gracious. This is a meal in itself, too. Okay. And for the finishing touch, we have to add some holiday sparkles, so some red and green. Yep, we're going to just put some diced tomato right on top, just like that. Oh, and the cold with the hot, it's going to be so good. And then sprinkle that with some green parsley. Oh man, I can't wait to dig into this. Oh, and there you have it, our holiday chicken and gnocchi soup.
Aw.
That soup was so...
It was
disclosure, I made it last night, actually.
So good.
It was just as cold last night.
Yeah.
But I did make it last night, and we had it for dinner all...
It's not like broth. It's not like gravy. It's like this in between, and the gnocchi take on a little bit of puffiness, but they don't turn to mush.
Nope.
And it still had some soupiness to it. It
Yeah.
wasn't like chowder, almost chowder. It kind of felt like a little bit.
Yeah, like what does Giada say?
What?
She says something like, how does she say that? It's not a soup.
Oh, stew. That's Rachel Ray.
Rachel Ray, that's it.
It's not quite a stew, and it's not quite a soup.
Yeah, she says that
Yeah.
all the time.
Her stoop. She thought she
her
coined
stoop,
it.
she calls it?
EVOO. She was the one who started saying that.
EVOO. Yeah, I know.
Next
Yeah.
thing you know, she's tarnished a nation. So
say hello.
he had
You want to
say
get
hi.
down? Go ahead.
No,
No,
he
he
doesn't wanna
doesn't.
get down.
He wants me to move.
Yeah, to make room for him.
There you go.
There, he's all
There, now he's
accommodated.
happy.
Well, those lights are certainly flashy.
Aren't they?
Aren't
they?
They strobe. I don't know if you can see it on camera. It's
They
very-
kind of like... I
very
know.
seizure-inducing.
I hope it's not affecting the camera. I know
don't
we've been
think
having
so.
issues with that lately.
I
don't
know it'll zoom in and out on weird things.
Oh, and
stuff
yes.
gets blurry.
May all your Christmases be white.
And mine says, what does it say?
Something about claws. Ah!
Ain't no laws when you're effing around with Santa Claus.
Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, so definitely. Oh my gosh, try that soup.
Try
it's
the
a great one for the holidays too. You know,
It's
especially with
red
the
and
yeah.
green
You know,
and-
it's good. I really liked it because I
Yeah.
wanted something a little bit different, and I couldn't think. So what I've been doing now is I've been writing the recipes down as I make it, so I know exactly what's because I don't really cook like that. So when I was making recipes for the channel, I just do it like.
You're like, what is that?
I
2
can't.
tablespoons?
Yeah, it's about tablespoon. Like so now
We do a
I've
lot
been
of
doing.
math.
Yeah.
We do a lot of math.
Oh, I know what I meant to tell you. I got some people, some emails actually, asking how the wedding video is coming along, and we're going to share more pictures of the wedding, and are we going to show more of the wedding gifts? We had kind of decided yes, but we're going to do it after the holidays.
Yeah, when we return to a period of
Everything
ordinary time.
is such in disarray right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got the studio all cleaned, and like if you could see it now, it's not cleaned anymore. There's boxes, and then there's the wedding gifts. So anyway, so the point was
Yeah.
that after January, January 1st, then I'm going to concentrate on making, because I really want the video to be nice, because it's
Yeah.
going to be our video too,
Yeah.
know. And then we'll show more of the wedding gifts after that too. So we've been trying to do it as we go, like if
Yeah.
we're using some of the stuff, but-
I apologize if anyone, was like super eager, but to like maybe see us open.
oh,
or
to
something.
see it like that, yeah.
But we will, of course.
Yeah,
and
we will.
it's oh my god,
Yep.
people are too generous.
I know.
Too
It's so-
generous.
and because what was happening was some Christmas stuff was coming in, it was getting mixed with the wedding stuff, because I had all the stuff for the wedding in one place that we need to show,
Yeah.
on the channel. And then I'm like, okay, well, this is Christmas stuff, we have to show that. And then it was getting... Listen, let's
Getting
simplify
confused.
things here,
Yeah.
okay? I get overwhelmed very quickly.
No, well, you have really ambitious plans.
Yeah, I know. I
And sometimes
do.
it's exciting, and sometimes it's pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I
it's on the
know.
principle of the thing that this has to be finished.
I know, I get like that. Every once in a while, I get like, well, I have plans, like I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to show them this,
I
want,
know.
and then if it doesn't happen, then I'm like, it's all a wash.
I know, if any one thing on the list didn't get done, it's like, what a waste of a day.
I know.
I know.
It's pretty pathetic. It really is.
Well, that's more concerning than pathetic. But
I didn't think it was concerning. I thought it was like pathetic. I don't know.
tomato, tomato.
Yeah, right. But, hey, this is the time of the year for that too,
Yeah.
depression, anxiety, being overwhelmed, things like that.
Fam-
It doesn't take a break for the holidays.
Family members you don't see often,
Yeah.
eating foods maybe drinking when celebrating more,
Yeah.
keeping a weird sleep schedule because you might not be at work or school. So there's a lot of things that can throw some of us off our square.
Yeah.
Pretty fast, and you don't
Mhm.
see it coming because it goes in with the rest of the holiday madness.
Right.
But,
right. It does.
But yeah.
And then you find that you're right in the middle of it and thinking,
Mhm.
how did I get there? You know, because I remember telling you guys like way a while ago, this holiday season, it's going to be positive, happy, fun, joyous. We're going to enjoy it. Well, over the last few days, I wasn't like that because all the decorations weren't up, you know, but then you have to think, really, what helped me the most in situations like that, not just the holidays, but like when you're overwhelmed or when you're being down on yourself for not getting something done or not getting everything done.
Yeah.
I just have to stop, pause for one moment and ask myself this, of how great importance is it really?
Yeah.
Like, will the world stop turning? Will somebody get hurt? Will somebody... And the answer to those questions usually are no. This is all generated in my mind.
No. Tomorrow
And
morning, I'll be here. The cats will be
right,
here.
right.
We'll still
And
have a
it
home.
tends to put things into perspective a little bit, you know? I don't know.
You're
but-
making a lot of sense, though, because I had that this morning. I had a cell phone issue at work that was long-standing, and it was going to be dealt with completely today, and which meant me having to set up a new phone. It wasn't anything drastic.
Yeah.
But having to... I lost my train of thought.
Oh, the phone and going in.
The
and,
phone going in,
yeah,
nervous, terrified, sick to
he
my
was
stomach.
and
Over nothing.
yeah.
It was resolved. Well, it was still annoying, but it took like 45 minutes, and then Verizon was like, because we were calling India or somewhere else in South Asia, so it always takes a couple extra repeats sometimes. But it was fixed. But I was destroyed last night into this morning with it, and you know what? I didn't even think twice about it when we sat down to shoot, really.
Right.
Because it was so big at the time, and now it's
I
not.
know. Well, the thing is, too, I mean, there's a little more to it. I mean, I think that went in with that was he was worried about, like, his higher-ups being angry with him or because he couldn't get... What it was he had an older cell phone. He was replaced with a new work cell phone and then I didn't transfer it, didn't get it set up.
I did, and it didn't succeed, so I was able to get through, like, the good stuff on one. So today, there's always a saint where you work. If you work, there's always one person who does way more than everyone else and gets no credit. So I went to her today, and she helped. Yeah. And
that's good.
And it was fine. She was on the phone with Verizon for me.
He even thought he completely lost the phone.
I did too. I was grounding around the house, and I was like, where is it? Where is it? I found it. It was in my bag. My old bag I changed.
And I had kept
bags,
the box.
It's all about growth. And I lost,
the box and the stuff
the
that's
iPhone,
in
the
it.
stuff's in it.
So it all worked out. But that's just another example of something that, okay, let me just move. Stop. Now, in this case of how great importance is it, it's pretty important. Then move it up on the important, and
so
then
deal with it sooner.
Let's deal with it together. Let's find it. Let's do what we have to do to get it off of your mind.
Yeah.
Because it can turn into something ugly,
Yeah.
So
I get stuck too. It happens.
Yeah.
But luckily, I have another set of eyes on me.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
And yours. People with the wedding ring, all of a sudden you start to look a little different to people.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Some woman I thought was coming on to me the other day. It was
I wonder
very
why
strange.
that is. I did notice that.
It's because it shows you can commit. It shows that you can go the long haul with somebody.
It shows you're kind of forbidden.
And it means
territory.
you're forbidden and unavailable.
Yeah.
So people are like, ooh.
So interesting. I didn't think that would happen, but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. It's fun.
Well, I don't know. I know I'm yapping away. I'm sorry. I don't know how we got onto a little bit of mental health stuff there, but
well, it is the season.
Obviously,
it is the season.
I mean, we didn't even talk about like sad this year or any of that, but we're gonna be getting back to that after the first of the year too.
Yeah.
So
more mental health stuff,
nice.
Some more story times.
Yeah.
Some new content, a lot more in the kitchen, and that'll take a different direction too.
Yeah, it will.
So
be nice.
So we'll see.
So we're already planning that. You know, I don't know, but we do have a really nice thing to share with you. Every year we do this. And so we're going out and we're going to look at all of the holiday lights in the neighborhood, and we're going to take you with us. And I think that's going to take us out, right?
Yeah, we'll leave you with that.
We'll leave you with that tonight. There's some nice music in there, too. I know people like the music from last year, so I tried to pick... It's hard, like with copywriting and stuff like that.
You gotta be careful.
It is. But I bet there's some nice music in it, too. And the lights were really pretty this year. So, I don't know. Should we do an official? No, we'll just say, goodbye for now.
Bye for now. See you later.
Yeah, subscribe.
Questions,
comment,
comments,
all
slander,
that stuff,
all that below. Everything you need to know is in the description. Feel free to read.
Definitely. And we'll see you tomorrow as things get a little bit spooky in here. Well, anyway, here is this year's holiday lights in our neighborhood, and we hope you enjoy it.
Counting down to Christmas, we're spending all of our pay. We're getting so excited, we need a holiday. Don't wanna have no problems. Don't wanna see a tear. Don't wanna hear no bad things for one day of the year. Whoa, we're counting down to Christmas. We're making all of our plans. We're gonna be delighted. We hope you understand. Don't wanna feel despondent. Don't wanna feel despair. Don't wanna feel disheartened. Don't think that we don't care. Everybody has to be on best behavior, whether you are celebrating Christ the Savior, or whether you just feel it's time again to